Good morning, it's Friday, August 23rd, and this is Wake Up with KERA News. Hi there, I'm Andrew Garcia. And if you couldn't quite tell, I'm excited for the weekend. I hope you are too. With heat index values ranging from 105 all the way to 115 today, the Metroplex and much of North Texas are under an excessive heat warning. The National Weather Service is recommending to avoid spending extended periods of time outdoors and staying hydrated to avoid heat-related illness. It's been quite a week, so let's get into the news one more time because I don't know about you, but the weekend is calling my name. The Democratic National Convention came to a close last night, seeing speakers including Texas Congressman Colin Allred, actress Ava Longoria, and Vice President Kamala Harris accepting her party's nomination. Vice President Harris spoke about addressing the national housing shortage, reproductive freedoms, and saying that now is the time for a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. Dallas ISD estimates 24 schools failed in last year's state assessment. Most of Dallas's F-rated campuses were elementary schools. Superintendent Stephanie Elizalde said failing grades were partly due to the harder state reading test that required more writing. There's a growing community of ambient and experimental musicians in North Texas. KERA's Stephanie Salas Vega reports on why these electronic genres have become so popular.
Inside Texas Theater in Oak Cliff, there is an immersive showcase happening in the main theater. This is Dallas Ambient Music Nights. It's an event that celebrates experimental music and visual art. The musicians on this stage don't have guitars or drums. Instead, they're playing on synthesizers, laptops, and other hardware that uses a ton of cables.
I guess I wanted to just kind of hone it into more of the music that I really loved that I feel like wasn't getting any play anywhere.
That's Cody McPhail. He founded the event in 2015. Almost 10 years later, there are more events like this.
I wanted it to become more diverse and have a lot more showcases. And like Modular on the Spot is really cool because they're showcasing people that I didn't know were making electronic music in Dallas. So I'm seeing people that way.
Keaton Collins is an ambient musician. He founded Modular on the Spot, an open mic synthesizer night in Dallas.
The tactile feeling of hardware synthesizers, you're manipulating real electricity to make a lot of these sounds, so there's something very organic about that.
A modular synthesizer is made up of different rectangular modules, or electric circuits. They fit like Lego pieces in a synthesizer case. Some are oscillators, some are filters, and others are envelopes, but they're all used to shape and manipulate sound. Modules range in size and price, and each has its own function. They can be used to make peaceful atmospheric tunes and jingles, or 8-bit style tones that sound like a video game. However, collecting enough modules to build a synthesizer worthy of a show takes time and thousands of dollars. So others have found a more cost-effective option. Elizabeth Garcia is a Dallas-based producer who goes by the name Urxra. She makes experimental music, which can be created with a modular synthesizer, except she uses her computer.
Being in a not so great economic situation, I found that that's not an excuse for me not to create.
Garcia uses Ableton, which is a digital audio workstation. It provides the creative tools needed to produce, arrange, mix, and record music.
Because I don't have a lot of physical instruments, my world is expanded beyond what they're using to make music with.
While the hardware is different, that's also what appeals to Collins. The bassist said making music with a modular synthesizer is more freeing because you don't need a lot of physical instruments.
I'm more engaged with this type of stuff than I ever really was with guitar. It was with this that I started really being able to just kind of lose myself in the music I was making.
With synthesizers, there are no rules. There are no circle of fits or chords, just experimentation.
The more modules you have, the more, the sky's the limit.
The rise of synthesizers, ambient, and experimental music means that more musicians are breaking the rules of traditional music, making possibilities endless. For KERA News, I'm Stephanie Salas Vega.
That's KERA's Stephanie Salas Vega reporting. The SpaceX mission Polaris Dawn is set to launch on Monday. The 4-person crew will be in orbit around the Earth for 5 days, completing a number of experiments and even a spacewalk. You can watch the launch on the SpaceX YouTube channel, though you'll have to stay up pretty late on Sunday night or wake up super early Monday morning, with the mission slated to launch no earlier than 2:30 a.m. Central. There are quite a lot of Texas sports to watch this weekend. Boerne, Texas will take on Florida tomorrow for a chance to become Little League World Series U.S. champs. SMU kicks off the college football season tomorrow night against Nevada. FC Dallas faces off against DC United this Sunday. And lastly, the Dallas Wings will play the Los Angeles Sparks on Sunday as well. Their dance team, the Flight Crew, will host a dance clinic before the game. If you're planning on watching, look forward to an extra special halftime show. Follow the Yellow Brick Road to Texas Theater this weekend. Bishop Street Ballet will be giving a pre-screening performance to celebrate the 85th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz. For more information and events, visit kera.org/calendar. Thanks for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. The show was produced and edited by Shardae White and Becca Moore. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter and get more news you need each morning from our colleague Catherine Hobbs. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at KERATX, and we'll see you on Monday.